How much do we truly know about Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt? Born in 69 BC, Cleopatra was the product of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family that held the reins of power in Egypt. Her lineage was noble, but it was her intelligence and education that truly set her apart. From a young age, Cleopatra displayed an extraordinary aptitude for learning. She was fluent in several languages, a rarity in an era where most royals barely mastered their own tongue. But her knowledge didn't stop there. Cleopatra was also well-versed in politics, a skill that would later prove invaluable. When her father passed away, she ascended to the throne at the tender age of 18, much to the surprise of her contemporaries. Yet, even as a young queen, she was no stranger to the volatility of her kingdom, and the challenges that lay ahead. A young queen in a volatile kingdom, Cleopatra had a turbulent reign ahead. Opening, Cleopatra's reign, filled with political intrigue and strategic alliances, left an indelible mark on history. As we delve into the heart of Cleopatra's rule, we find a queen who was as formidable in the political arena as she was charismatic. In the face of the ever-looming threat of Roman annexation, Cleopatra made strategic alliances with two of Rome's most powerful generals, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. These alliances were not merely political, but also personal, demonstrating Cleopatra's profound influence and charisma. Cleopatra and Julius Caesar's alliance was born out of necessity and mutual benefit. When Cleopatra's throne was usurped by her brother, Ptolemy XIV, she turned to Caesar for help. Cleopatra's political savvy was evident in her dealings with Caesar. She understood his ambitions and played to them, securing his support to regain her throne. With Caesar's aid, Cleopatra triumphed over her brother in a civil war and reclaimed her throne. This victory was a testament to her resilience and cunning, but Cleopatra's alliances didn't stop with Caesar. After his assassination, she formed another alliance, this time with Mark Antony. Cleopatra and Antony's bond was not just political, it was also deeply personal. Their relationship exemplifies the power Cleopatra had to captivate and influence some of the most powerful men of her time. Beyond her political machinations, Cleopatra's reign was a time of economic prosperity and cultural renaissance in Egypt. She revitalized the economy, fostered arts and sciences, and even personally sponsored research in the famous Library of Alexandria. Cleopatra was not just a queen, she was a patron of the arts, a scholar, and a visionary leader. Through her alliances with Caesar and Antony, Cleopatra managed to keep Egypt independent from Rome for much of her reign. Her rule was not just about survival, but about thriving, about making Egypt a beacon of culture and prosperity. Closing. Through deft political maneuvering and personal charms, Cleopatra held onto her power and kept Egypt independent. The death of Cleopatra marked not only the end of her reign, but also the end of an era. In the twilight of her rule, Cleopatra faced a daunting foe in Octavian, the future first emperor of Rome. The defeat of Mark Antony and Cleopatra's forces by Octavian was a turning point that led to her downfall. In 30 BC, the Queen of Egypt met her tragic end, a death shrouded in mystery and steeped in legend. The popular narrative tells of a self-inflicted asp bite, a poignant end for a queen known for her wit and cunning. With her demise, the Ptolemaic dynasty crumbled, marking the end of Egypt's independence. The land of the pharaohs was absorbed into the Roman Empire, its once mighty rulers reduced to mere provinces. With Cleopatra's death, the age of pharaohs came to an end, and her legacy continues to intrigue us thousands of years later.